Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
How are you today?
Good morning.
Okay. Any questions about the previous videos?
مرحبا أستاذ.
أهلا هيكل. Do you have a question?
2010 and 11?
Yes, 10 and 11.
No, هينين هيدا الدرس هين.
كلكم, did you write all the notes I have sent?
Yes. امبارح شو عملت أستاذ؟
عملنا I don't know which one, 2013 I think.
2008 بإذن.
عاملين 2008.
Not 2008 عملنا. عملنا 2000 عملنا 13. 2013. Okay, let's start.
أستاذ أنا 11:35 أو ما بعرف 11:40 لازم أعمل لي بقى.
نكون خلصنا. ما راح تحضر الجنرال ساينس يعني؟
لا بدي أحضر at 3.
Yes.
بدي أروح at 12. كون بالبيت at 3.
تنزل على بيروت وبتجي you can
like no أنا ببيروت.
you are اوكي فكرت اوكي يلا.
Tommy, českerna nevyjoin tenki čedo.
Okay, 2015. Can we start, شباب? So we have the function g defined on 0 plus infinity by gx equal x cubed minus 1 plus 2 ln x. Determine the limit as x tends to 0 plus of gx. How to calculate the limit as x tends to 0? If we replace x by 0, what you get? شباب?
Minus infinity.
We get, so as x tends to 0, we replace x by 0 plus 0 cube is 0 minus 1. Ln 0 is minus infinity times 2 is minus infinity, so we get minus infinity. Any questions about the first limit? Second limit as x tends to plus infinity of gx. We replace x by plus infinity. Plus infinity cube is plus infinity minus 1. Ln infinity is infinity times 2 is infinity. Infinity plus infinity is plus infinity. It is not indeterminate. Infinity plus infinity is plus infinity. Calculate g prime x and set up the table of variations. How to calculate g prime x?
3x squared.
Yes.
Plus 2 ln x is 1 over x.
So g prime x is 3x squared. Derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. Derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Times 2 is 2 over x. Over the interval 0 plus infinity, since the domain is 0 plus infinity, x is positive. 3x squared is positive, so it is greater than 0. So g prime x is greater than 0. Then the function is increasing. Table of variations, x, domain from 0 till plus infinity. G prime x and gx, it is increasing. I put plus, it is increasing. At 0, we get minus infinity. At plus infinity, we get plus infinity. Any questions? Do you like to ask?
No.
Is it done? كلكم كتبتوا هيدا؟ Calculate g of 1. Then deduce the sign of gx. Calculate g of 1. So the sign of gx is related with the g of 1. The g of 1, if we replace x by 1, what do you get? We get 1 minus 1, which is 0. Ln 1 is how much? 0. So g of 1 is 0. To deduce the sign, I can make this table. I put gx here, 0 plus infinity. I put 1. How to know the sign of g? At 1, the gx is 0. How to know the sign after 1? If I take a number greater than 1 and replace it in gx, if I take x equal 2, for example, 2 cubed minus 1 plus 2 ln 2 is positive. So here positive, here it is negative. Or from the table, I introduce 1 on the table. At 1, g is 0. So it is increasing from minus infinity till 0. Between 0 and 1, the function is increasing from minus infinity till 0. So it is negative here. And from 1 plus infinity, the function is increasing from 0 to the plus infinity. It is positive. Do you like to ask?
No.
If we have the function, another function f, defined on 0 plus infinity by fx equal x minus ln x over x squared, and c is its representative curve. C is the curve, and D is the line of equation y equal x. So we have the domain is 0 plus infinity, the function f x minus ln x over x squared, and the line dy equal x. Determine the limit of fx as x tends to 0. How much the limit of fx as x tends to 0? If we replace x by 0 here, what you get? How much
0
how much ln 0?
minus infinity.
Infinity.
Minus infinity over 0 square, 0 plus, what you get? So
Plus infinity.
So if you replace x by هذا should be هون fx not gx. Limit as x tends to 0 of fx equal 0 minus ln 0 is minus infinity over 0 plus. So correct this one, it is fx 0 minus infinity over 0 plus. Ln 0 is minus infinity. Minus times minus, we get plus infinity. So x equals 0, which is the y-axis, is a vertical asymptote. So limit fx as x tends to 0 plus, we replace x by 0. Ln 0 is minus infinity. Minus times minus is plus infinity. Then discuss according to the values of x. Discuss according to the values of x, the position between C and D. By how to determine the position between a curve and a line? To determine the position between a curve and a line, you find the sign of fx minus yd. Fx minus yd. What will be fx minus yd here in this exercise? Fx minus
1x.
Fx minus yd. Fx minus yd is x minus ln x على x squared minus x. X minus ln x squared minus x. X و x simplified بضل في عندي minus ln x على x squared. Can we predict؟ كلكم راح الكهرباء عندكم؟
Yes.
Still في عندنا So if we find the limit, if we find fx minus yd, we get minus ln x على x squared. ما انتبهوا هون مش إذا معناته minus هون بيكون negative. So we solve minus ln x over x squared equals 0. It means that ln x equal to 0. It means that x equal 1. Since ln 1 is 0, we make a sign table, fx minus yd, position 0 plus infinity. How to know the sign? To know the sign, if I need to know the sign between 1 and plus infinity, I take 2. And I replace 2 in the fx minus yd, بصير minus ln 2 over 4, which is negative. Here it is 0 at 1, here it is positive. Positive means C is above D. C is above D. Negative, C is below D. At 1, at 0 here, we have D cut C at 1. We replace the value of x equal 1 in the equation of the line. Equation of the line y equal x. So for x equal 1, y equal 1. So it cuts C at 1, 1. Do you like to ask?
No.
Did you write ولا بعد ما حدا كتب? It is done?
Yes.
Determine limit of fx as x tends to plus infinity. How much the limit of this function as x tends to plus infinity?
ln x
How much is ln x على x squared as x tends to infinity?
plus infinity.
No.
وفي
ln
minus
Zero
zero.
over.
ln x over x is 0 as x tends to plus infinity. So ln x على x squared is 0. What you get as x tends to plus infinity, therefore, we get plus infinity minus 0, we get
plus infinity.
plus infinity. So limit lil fx as x tends to plus infinity. I didn't write it here. Please write it on your the question here, Ken. Determine limit lil fx as x tends to plus infinity, and show that the line D is an asymptote. So limit lil fx as x tends to plus infinity is plus infinity. Add it in your notes. Limit lil fx as x tends to plus infinity is plus infinity. And how to show the line dy equal x is an asymptote. How to show that the line D is an asymptote. What we have to prove in order to prove asymptote.
fx minus y دي عمول.
Okay, limit as x tends to plus infinity. لكن هون before هيدا الستep في عنا limit as x tends to plus infinity, we get plus infinity. Limit as x tends to plus infinity لل fx minus yd equal limit as x tends to plus infinity of minus ln x على x squared. We have it, a rule is 0. Then the line y equal x is an oblique asymptote to C at plus infinity. So to find the position between a curve and a line, to find or to prove the line y equal x is an asymptote, we determine the limit of fx minus yd. This limit should be 0. Then y equal x is an oblique asymptote.
Is this for this note ولا بالcalculations في
وما where
قلت لها بدنا نكتب شيء
هون before بالبارت B بس هيدا you have to put first limit as x tends to plus infinity of fx equal plus infinity. يعني هون you have to add here.
Yes.
How to verify f prime x equal gx over x cubed. How to calculate the derivative of fx. كيف الفورم لهيدا الديريفاتيف؟
u over v.
كيف أول شيء derivative لل x is
1
1 minus
derivative of هلا ناخد change of the variable ناخد
no
ln
no
x u
هنعمل derivative يا هيكاز not integral.
أيوة.
So 1 minus هيدا u على v هون شو بيعطينا؟ u prime v. What is u prime?
1 over x
1 over x times v, which is x squared, minus v prime, derivative of x squared is 2x times ln x times u over x power 4. 1. X squared over x, we get x, minus 2x ln x over x power 4. Any questions here?
no
We can simplify. I can take x common first here in the numerator here. I can take x common. إذا أخذنا x common شو بضل فيه بالأنسر here? 1 minus what you get?
1 minus 2 ln x
إذا أخذنا x common into 1 minus 2 ln x over x power 4. We simplify x with x power 4. بضل في عندي 1 minus 2 ln x over x cube. We take the LCM. X cube minus 1. Pay attention, this minus, we have to multiply it by this minus. Minus times minus is plus. So it is x cube minus 1 plus 2 ln x over x cube equal gx over x cube. Do you like to ask? Type. How to set up the table of variations of f? How to set up the table of variations of f?
f prime x equals to 0
f prime x, since f prime x equal gx over x cube, x is positive. In the domain who is 0 plus infinity, the domain is 0 plus infinity, x is positive. So f prime x takes the same sign as g. f prime has the same sign as g. نحن لقينا الساين of g. كيف لقينا الساين of g? From here. إذا شفنا هذا التيبل هون. Sign لل g before 1 is negative. At 1, greater than 1, it is positive. This is why I put here x, f prime x, fx, 0 plus infinity, and I put 1. 1 جبناه من هون. من هيدا الساين of gx.
من روت تبع gx.
هي الروت تبع gx. Between 0 and 1 كان gx negative، يعني صار f prime is negative. Greater than 1, it is positive. Decreasing, increasing. At 0, we get plus infinity. At plus infinity, we get plus infinity, and f of 1 is equal to 1. Do you like to ask?
No.
Determine the point E on C. I need to determine a point E on C where the tangent delta is parallel to D. In which case tangent become parallel to delta. Delta
Same slope.
Same slope. What is the slope of the line D? This is line D. What is its slope?
1.
What slope the tangent?
f prime xa.
F prime.
xe.
Okay. Since tangent at E is parallel to delta, parallel to D, the slope at tangent at E equals slope at D. So f prime x, slope of the tangent is f prime of xe equal 1. F prime, this is f prime, x cube minus 1 plus 2 ln x over x cube equal 1. Cross multiplication, we said x cube minus 1 plus 2 ln x equal x cube. So ln x equal half. I can directly find x. إذا بدي شيل ال ln, I add on the next side e. I can put x equal e to the half. X equal e to the half. Without passing in this step. Then I find the ordinate f of e to the half. إذا بدكم e to the half, you find it using your calculator. تطلع معنا 1.65 أو 1.6. You replace it in the function f, you get the point, which is 1.45. Or you can leave it in terms of e. Do you like to ask? Did you write the notes? Plot D, delta, and C. We are going to plot the two lines and the curve. Line D, y equal x. Line D is y equal x. This is the line D. هذا upper line y equal x. It passes by the point 0, 0 and by the point 1, 1. So I draw the line D. To draw the line delta, I locate E. E is 1.64, 1.45. This is E هون.
ونرسم parallel.
نرسم parallel to D. Okay, so to draw the lines, line D y equal x, we take نعمل table in 0, 0, 1, 1. While the line delta, I locate E. This is E. We locate E and we draw a line parallel to D. According to the table of variation, the function is decreasing from the 0 plus infinity to the minimum 1, 1. 0 plus infinity to the minimum 1, 1. Here, minimum 1, 1. هذا x equals 0 vertical asymptote, don't forget. X equals 0. It makes a tangent at E. يعني هذا الكيرف بيروح بيعمل tangent at E to the line delta. Then it increases in the neighborhood of the oblique asymptote. Please, do you like to ask?
Is this when vertical asymptote?
هذا x equals 0. هذا اللاين. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, still we have part 4. Let alpha be a real number greater than 1. Alpha is greater than 1. Denote by A alpha the area of the region bounded by C. A alpha هي الاريا بين C و D والlines x equal 1 و x equal alpha. How to verify that the integral of this expression equal that one? How to prove that this integral equal this? By which method?
Method of substitution.
لا,
and change of variable.
No, not change of the variable. إذا في x تحت, yes. إذا ما في x, إذا في x squared by the method of
integration by parts.
By the method of integration by parts. So the method of integration by parts, I have two ways. أنا لقيت بطريقة أسهل. I can make the derivative of this expression. نعمل derivative للminus 1 minus ln x over x. بعمل له derivative. كيف بنجيب الديريفاتيف لهيدا؟ u على v is u prime v, which is minus 1 over x times x, minus v prime, which is 1 into minus 1 minus ln x over x squared. You get minus 1 plus 1 plus ln x over x squared equals ln x over x squared. It implies the integral of ln x على x squared dx is -1 minus ln x over x.
Says عملنا derivative لأنه
نعمل derivative لهيدا لازم يطلع هيدا، derivative لهيدا لازم يطلع هيدا. Now part B, express A alpha in terms of alpha. How to express A alpha in terms of alpha?
نكتب ال area of alpha between the bounds. Says
Yes.
بصير هيك.
A alpha? How to calculate A alpha? So A alpha here integral between C and D. نطلع بالفيجر which one is above?
alpha.
So here بالجراف مين above the curve? The curve is above the line ولا line above the curve here? The line is above the curve. Check. So the area equals integral from 1 to alpha yd minus fx. عرفنا ليش حطينا yd minus fx dx? Because the curve is below the line.
Yes.
yd minus fx بيطلع معنا ln x over x squared. أعطينا هو بالبارت اللي قبل الانتجرال of ln x على x squared في minus 1 minus ln x over x. It is given بالبارت اللي قبله الانتجرال of ln x between 1
Yes.
and alpha. So first time we replace x by alpha. It's here. Minus 1 minus ln alpha over alpha. Plus أو minus يعني إذا حطينا محل x1 يصير minus minus 1 it is equal to plus 1. It will be alpha minus 1 minus ln alpha over alpha. Any questions, please? The last part, use the graph, or use graphic to verify that A of alpha less than alpha minus 1 squared over 2. Use the graph, okay? Not by calculation. For this purpose, I take the part أخذت x equal 1.
هيك أول مرة نعمل هيك مو؟
Yes. أخذت x equal 1 و x equal alpha. هيدا اللاين دي y equal x. هيدا اللاين دي هون y equal x.
هدول الباوندز 1 alpha.
1 والفا. على ال1 عملت لاين سميت هذا البوينت A هون. على الالفا اخذت لاين it cuts هيدا سميتها هون B وهذا البوينت سميته C. اوكي هيدا B وهيدا C. على الالفا I draw a line here. ال A عنده coordinates 1 1 لانه it is on the line y equal x A 1 1. ال B عنده coordinates
alpha 1
alpha 1 وال C is alpha alpha. This area هيدا ال A alpha هون هيدا ال A alpha هيدا ال A alpha is less than the area of the triangle ABC. ال A alpha is less than the area of triangle ABC. The ABC is a right triangle. Its area is height times base over 2. The height is AB. The base is BC over 2. The distance between A and B is alpha minus 1. And the distance between A, B, and C is alpha minus 1 also. So A alpha is less than alpha minus 1 squared over 2.
Says hey, A alpha is the area below the line and the
between the curve and the line. هيدا هون هيدا اللي
هون.
Okay, this is all for this exercise. Please for tomorrow solve the next exercise 2018. Okay.
Okay. باي ستيز.
Okay, يلا. See you tomorrow. يلا. Any questions?
Bye.
Bye bye.
نو نو.
Yeah.